Hello, my name is Joseph Peringer. I'm a disabled veteran, and I suffer from post-traumatic stress and brain injury, and also lymphoma cancer. And since I moved in the area, I found out in the rural area, there is hardly any services for transportation to get us down to the VA hospitals in Fargo and then into Minneapolis. And I tried one avenue here in town and was humiliated. I was made to feel that I was a burden to them. And I really feel that veterans are being swept under the rug. They're trying to be, they're just being ignored. Especially with people with traumatic brain injuries, like young men coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan. And there's just no services out here. And if you want to find anything, you have to dig. They're not brought to our attention as veterans. You have to go out there and search for them. Now, as a cancer patient, my treatments, I have a small pension, and my transportation costs eat up half of my pension. But because of my pension, I can't qualify for food subsistence or any general subsistence whatsoever. And I think that's just deplorable. I find that, especially in this community where they raise the flag and they go around and say things like we support the troops, but really, you're not supporting the troops. You're not supporting the kids coming back. You're not supporting the older veterans like myself from Vietnam era. We're just totally forgotten.
Have you gone through the veteran service officer?
Oh yeah, that's where I got humiliated from. I got one ride from the VFW down to Fargo, and it took too long. And when I got back, I was chastised for it. Taking too long for their driver. I really, and that was the only transportation that's offered in this town is a voluntary service. And I look at the budget and I see the veterans services being cut on the state level, and I'm just disgusted, bitter at the whole atmosphere. So.
Have you heard of Tri-Valley?
So.
Did you ever try them? They go every Wednesday, I think they said.
Well, but you know, the chemotherapy is scheduled for every 21 days, so it's kind of, you know, you can't just pick and choose when you go down there. And it costs, with the price of gas, it costs round trip around $55. And I go down every 21 days, and I've got a $1,300 a month pension, and you can imagine I've had to have a driver because, you know, but I'm hearing about the other people that are just scratching and trying to find services that are not there for the veterans. And I just find it just deplorable.
Am I correct? Am I hearing you that you do not have a Veterans Affairs office in Pendleton?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
But there was only one transportation service that he recommended, and it wasn't really a good thing.
And you go to Fargo?
I go to Fargo every 21 days. And then I have to go to Fargo every 3 months for my post-traumatic stress, for my medications, and talking to my counselor and stuff. And this is all just on a fixed income, you know, and there's just I really find it, you know, that it set the income levels way too low. If you make more than $870 a month, you don't qualify for anything. You know, and you look at Minnesota Care, I don't have any health insurance. I've got an enlarged heart. I've got 4 stents in my heart. I've suffered from cancer, post-traumatic stress, and I'm just getting old. So. That's my story, and I just wish you guys would really pay attention to the veterans, especially the younger ones. Coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan with the IEDs, and that's really an issue in the community. Just trying to find transportation to get those guys down into therapy. And when it falls on a family, it's quite a burden. Thank you.